At the beginning of Half Moon Douluo, awakening two god-level martial souls, he also became Qian Zu's childhood sweetheart. Inside the martial soul hall, the young Ling Feng had long seen through everything. Facing the upcoming encirclement operation, even the top martial soul hall big shot Qian Liu was confident that this battle was foolproof. The level 95 titled Douluo Qian Gu Zai wielded the top-grade Qi martial soul dark dragon rod, enhanced by a 100,000-year soul ring and a full set of 10,000-year soul power, crushing level 96 soul masters. Along with the level 95 battlefield Douluo Yue Guan and level 93 ghost Douluo Gui Mei, three formidable experts took their positions. Combined with the Qian Sun level 6-day Angel 5 souls and 4 titled Douluo in alliance, they were enough to crush any force continent-wide. In everyone's eyes, the quasi-titled Douluo Tang Hao without the 9th soul ring had absolutely no chance of turning things around. The so-called resistance was nothing but a dying struggle. Only Ling Feng knew in his heart that Tang Hao was never simple. He hid a meaning even the divine ring meddled with. This was his only ace. Qian Liu was entirely disdainful of this, seeing Ling Feng's worries as overthinking, bluntly saying that the consequence of an untitled Douluo, even backing by Haitian sect, dared not resist the crisis of the 5 soul hall. He then promised Ling Feng that as long as he broke through to the 6th century, he would personally. Above the target canyon sky, the gathered 4 of Qian Sun had already completed the encirclement, locking down the cave hiding Tang Hao and A-Yin. Juderio instantly saw through the sign of a hidden 100,000-year soul beast in the cave. Qian Gu Zai coldly exposed the situation inside and frankly said that Tang Hao, as the twin star of Haitian sect, appeared sentimental and protective but harbored hidden sparks of fire. Juderio laughed silently and bluntly pointed out that Tang Hao's secret relationship with the transforming soul beast disregarded morality and was utterly unworthy of a sentimental second son. Just as the 4 were poised to strike, 2 figures inside the cave suddenly turned sharply. Tang Hao with wild black hair wielded the Haitian hammer, surrounded by raging soul power yet unstable and faint. "Don't think you can act recklessly," Tang Hao roared angrily as the Haitian hammer surged, forcefully smashing toward the 4 titled Douluo, yet the gap in strength was ultimately insurmountable. Qian Gu Zai's dark dragon rod swept out with pitch-black dragon might shattering heaven and earth. The fierce clash of top-grade Qi martial souls caused a shocking storm. With just one attack, Tang Hao's Haitian hammer was forcibly knocked away, and he himself collided with the cave wall like a kite with a broken string, his muscles and bones broken, spewing blood, completely losing his ability to continue fighting. Level 95 versus level 99 rings crushing 8 rings, this was absolute suppression of strength. A-Yin's heart was utterly resolute. He looked up at the 4 in the half-air, his voice calm but firm. "Let him go, you can deal with me as you please." Faced with A-Yin's compromise, Qian Sun coldly mocked, "A mere transforming soul beast dares to negotiate with me?" Under desperate circumstances, A-Yin had to trigger the 100,000-year soul beast's trap to protect Tang Hao. Blood-red light swept over his body, burning his soul and life, only to fully bestow the 100,000-year soul ring and soul bone upon Tang Hao to pave his path to becoming titled A-Yin. Tang Hao's heart-wrenching howl rang out, seemingly utterly sorrowful, but a faint urgency hard to detect hid deep in his eyes. Seeing this, Qian Sun's face changed drastically, immediately ordering the 4 to unite and stop them. But once the soul beast trap was activated, no one in the world could forcibly stop it. Just when Tang Hao was about to seize the rare 100,000-year opportunity for a miraculous reversal, suddenly a pitch-black dragon scale flew out from Qian Gu Zai's bosom. An ancient and majestic aura instantly enveloped the scene. It was the absolute pressure of the Soul Beast Sovereign-born Soul Beast Supreme, the exclusive mark of the Soul Beast ruler Dai Tian, a shackle engraved in all Soul Beast souls. Black light entered A-Yin's body. The trap's red light froze instantly as the intense trap ritual was forcibly interrupted. A-Yin stiffened all over, his rainbow pupils contracted, looking at the dragon's spirit mark on him in disbelief. As a 100,000-year blue-silver emperor, he had seen firsthand when he broke through, understanding deeply what this dragon's spirit represented. The Soul Beast King personally ordered his return, no resistance permitted. The deepest despair instantly engulfed A-Yin as his legs softened, kneeling on the ground with violent trembling. His love, sacrifice, and resistance were worthless under the Soul Beast Sovereign's rules. "Master Dai Tian," A-Yin's voice trembled to a whisper. Qian Gu Zai's voice was cold. 4 words struck his heart. "Your life never belonged to you." At the moment A-Yin was utterly defeated, gravely injured, and frozen, strange power transcending all beings suddenly erupted on Tang Hao. Blood-colored golden light surged forth, crushing the entire scene. It belonged neither to Hayashin Sek's soul power nor any world martial soul power but was genuine divine realm power. Qian. Mid the bloodlight, Tang Hao's eyes turned golden, suddenly rising and grabbing A-Yin, transforming into a streak of flowing light, breaking through the void to escape. Qian ordered the others to pursue vigorously, but all their attacks struck only the blood-colored light and were effortlessly deflected, unable to stop them in the slightest. No one knew this defying power was the blessing of the Asura god from another realm. The divine realm god personally intervened to shelter a scheming soul beast human. But the Asura god's protection was finite. After Tang Hao fled thousands of miles with A-Yin, the divine realm power suddenly dissipated, and he plummeted from the sky, fainting on the spot. A-Yin struggled to rise and looked at the unconscious Tang Hao, gazing at the martial soul. The four top-titled Douluo, Lin Kong and others landed, once again besieging him. This time there was not a hint of fear in A-Yin's eyes, only a desperate plan. His only obsession was to confirm Tang Hao's safety. Learning that Tang Hao's heart vein was protected by divine realm power and his life was safe, A-Yin completely let go of his last concern. Facing Qian Gu Zai's orders to bring back Dai Tian to report, he was calm and heroic. He gently kissed Tang Hao's lips as a final farewell, then surrendered, bound by the 5 soul hall's golden light, and turned to follow the four away. The forest breeze was desolate, leaving Tang Hao lying alone on the ground. Long after he suddenly awoke to find no one around. The originally gentle companion A-Yin had vanished, but the following scene completely shattered Tang Hao's mask of sorrow. He did not wail in despair at his lover's departure. Instead, his face was full of unwillingness, teeth clenched in anger, shouting, just a bit more, and I could have obtained the 100,000-year soul ring and soul bone. Damn 5 soul hall. It turned out all his sorrow and all his desperation had never been for his wife but for the soon-to-be obtained 100,000-year accumulation. Losing that was the truth of Tang Hao's real nature. Inside the 5 soul hall main hall, Ling Feng quietly lent support by the window. Taking in the entire city's chaos, he had long anticipated the Asura god's interference, and knew that Tang Hao would never break through easily. Seeing the defeated and desperate A-Yin, Ling Feng fully understood Tang Hao's scheme was far more despicable than anyone imagined. Facing the fallout from his father Qian Gu Zai's failure, Ling Feng calmly spoke, bluntly saying A-Yin was just a pitiful pawn, deceived and used throughout his life. Then he walked in front of A-Yin and said to the blue-silver-yellow who had a heart like dead ash a sentence overturning his perception, "Live well. Only then is there hope." A-Yin looked up blankly. By this time she could no longer see any meaning in living. Afterwards she was imprisoned in the 5 soul hall dungeon, eating nothing, moving not at all, curling up in a corner all day, her mind full of thoughts of Tang Hao, foolishly hoping he would come to rescue her. After a day and night, the dungeon iron door opened. A figure with an evil and majestic aura slowly walked in, black hair flowing, handsome face, golden dragon pupils gazing upon all beings. He was none other than the soul beast realm sovereign Dai Tian. A-Yin stood, knelt, bowed, awaiting final judgment, but Dai Tian's first word utterly shattered all her obsessions. The transforming soul beast experience. A-Yin froze instantly, instinctively defending herself, firmly convinced Tang Hao deeply loved her and was willing to fight the whole world for her. But Dai Tian's every question was like a sharp knife peeling back Tang Hao's false mask. If he truly loved you, why did 4 titled Douluo die and die heavily while he alone survived? His so-called struggles were just to keep the hateful 100,000-year soul ring. Sacrificing souls and beasts for a failed ritual, he naturally became irate. Do you think the power that protected his escape was luck? That was the Asura god's blessing. How could a human who had not yet become titled Douluo receive the artifact's favor? It was only because from the beginning he had fixed his gaze on every detail of your past. The countless details exploded in A-Yin's mind. What seemed like coincidence at first sight was the discovery of a treasure. The persistent pursuit was a desperate rush for opportunities. Returning to investigate the secrets of soul beast cultivation, soul rings and soul bones. It was never about love but a long-planned scheme. The most chilling truth followed. Dai Tian coldly informed her that the heavily injured and unconscious Tang Hao had been forcibly stopped by him at the moment he tried to escape. Tang Hao was deeply wounded and had not fled to save himself but returned to the cave to carry away their child. At that moment, all the love, all the sacrifice, and all the mutual effort were a complete and utter deception. Tang Hao had known from the start that their lifespans differed. He would never return with a soul beast to Hayashin sect and bear a lifetime of blame. His approach to Yin's feigned deep affection was purely for the 100,000-year blue-silver-yellow soul ring and wings, and the second was to produce the peerless genius offspring with twin 5 souls. He had repeatedly investigated the inheritance of 5 souls in longevity's progeny. hugging his heart in expectation that the child would inherit the Haitian hammer and blue silver yellow. From start to finish, he never loved A-Yin, only the defying fortune she could bring him. The cold truth completely shattered A-Yin. Tears streaming down her face, she leaned on the railing, finally realizing how hypocritical and despicable the person she loved and trusted for a lifetime truly was. Dai Tian, seeing her sudden awakening, left a word of salvation. Living is stronger than anything. A ray of sunshine from the dungeon's iron window fell on A-Yin's face. Ling Feng's words, "There is hope if you live," echoed in her mind. Finally, she gave up maternal thoughts and ignited a cold resolve in her heart. She must live, she must personally watch the one taken by Tang Hao. After the dungeon ordeal concluded, Ling Feng no longer obsessed over the feud between A-Yin and Tang Hao. He turned his attention to the next battlefield, Suochu City. Having secluded himself to cultivate for a long time, his strength had greatly improved and urgently needed real combat experience and magical power. He actively took on the task from the martial soul hall to hunt down the immovable King Zhao Wuji. Years ago, Zhao Wuji, relying on his soul saint strength, recklessly rampaged, arming chaos with violence, injuring many martial soul hall generals, a grievous sin. Now Ling Feng's power far exceeded the copper rank. Even though Zhao Wuji had broken through to soul saint, he was no match before Ling Feng and would surely die. Yet pursuing Zhao Wuji was only his secondary goal. Repeatedly provoking the martial soul hall's authority, the arrogant actions of Shrek Academy's Flanders and the rest.